You want to know the thing you cannot see, sis, that is actually wearing you down? It's called the invisible workload of women. As women, there's a lot that we do that we write down on to-do lists that people can see. There's a whole ton more of things that we do that is invisible. The constant thought process of how am I going to get this kid to that place and that kid to that place, and how we're going to make this trip and that trip, and how we're going to make all of these things work together that nobody else sees. Everybody just shows up and says, oh, this was so nice, but they don't know the invisible workload that went on in your mind to get that done. Now that, sis, is taking us out. So what I'm encouraging you to do today is to ask for help. Get somebody else to do it so you don't take yourself out.
Let's be honest about something nobody talks about. When you are always the go-to for everything in your family, you're always the one everyone turns to when you're the family's emotional rock, when saying no just feels like the wrong thing to do. Your nervous system pays a price that nobody sees. I learned 2 things that changed everything, and I'm about to share them with you in this video. So today I want to talk about something we don't really talk about enough. And it's the exhaustion that comes from too many unspoken expectations. Also known as the weight of unspoken expectations. It's the heavy reality of being a partner or a mom, and a weight of holding all the fine details that aren't necessarily on your to-do list together. And a lot of the times we do this not even knowing that we're doing it. There's a hidden belief or assumption about how others should behave or what they without explicitly saying what this is. And essentially what these are internalized standards, which often lead to disappointment and a lot of nervous system anxiety. This can happen in the workplace, and it can also happen at home. Something as simple as lack of clarity on a work project, or carrying the mental workload of remembering someone's needs and making sure those needs are met. Not just knowing what the needs are, but knowing exactly how the needs need to be executed, and then also you being the one to execute them. For me, I've experienced my kid being on summer break and the expectation that it is for me to keep him well entertained, take him to play dates, make sure he doesn't forget any of the lessons from the previous school year, making sure he gets a nutritious meal on time, making sure he takes his vitamins. The cost of this invisible weight has created a generational cycle of sickness and mental health struggles. Studies have shown, and the research is clear, among Black women, over 50% of us under the age of 45 now develop high blood pressure. Black women die from strokes caused by high blood pressure at higher rates than white women in similar caregiver roles. To me, these numbers show we are silently being taken out due to chronic stress. And it's for this reason I don't push mom boss, hustle culture, and things like that on my channel. Because to Black women, it can literally mean life or death. This type of lifestyle comes along with additional stressors, as any other high-level role would. However, my girls, Black girls, we face one key difference than other demographics of women do. And that key difference is called isolationism. The support systems they have, we just don't have them in place yet. And when you're moving up into higher stressful situations, the health of your nervous system as a Black woman is key. To be there for the people we love, and also to be able to do more of what we love to do. Feeling like you're safe enough to ask for help or clarity is a game changer. The reality is, I began to re-strategize how I deal with people once I realized that I didn't volunteer for this role. I didn't flat out come and say, I'm really good at XYZ, so give me all of those tasks to do, and I will jump in as necessary. The actuality of what happened was I auditioned for it, and unfortunately, I got the part. Something I'm starting to do is to retrain everyone around me. And it's been a process that has felt very liberating. My first solution would be find out what is actually yours, and weed out the other responsibilities you've absorbed. This is something you've picked up along the way, and you're now doing this by default. For me, this all started once my body was only synced to fight, flight, or freeze mode. Your mind thinks taking on every task or an extra project here and there, your mind thinks that this is a form of self-preservation, but it's actually the opposite. I feel like one of our strengths as anxious thinkers is our ability to strategize. And what I've done is I've been strategically teaching my family. That way I'm no longer the primary source all the time of care and empathy. My family has found this to be a very strong method of bonding among themselves, and I get to hear about all the bonding and the entire process after the fact. This way, my emotions aren't weighing down on me like a heavy blanket, and I can still manage to get other things done. So this situation is also powerful at building reciprocal relationships. So if you made it to the end of this video, you're a part of a community that gets it. I want to hear from you what resonates most. Drop a comment and tell me about it. And listen, I'm still learning this too. Some days I carry the weight, some days I remember to put it down. But what I know for sure is you deserve to feel safe in your own body. That's where all of this starts.